everybody, this is Christine Bertram. I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We get a Wednesday live. It only happens about once a month when I do share a recipe, create a card, and inspire others. So here we are. It's a little bit after 2:30. You guys, thanks for your patience. I ran back to the house twice for different things, and that's how that goes. So I guess I had to make two different trips because my dad, and it came from I think my mom's grandma. They always said if you don't have it in the head, you have to have it in the legs, meaning that if you can't remember, then you got to go back and get it. So I have that happen quite a bit, you guys. So hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Wendy Tick. Hi, Kathy King. Yay, I'm excited to see you too, even though I don't get to see you. I get to pretend to see you. I know what you look like, so I see you in my head. Hi, Angela Knutson. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Oh, we have lots of things to share with you guys today. Hi, Doris Munson. Hi, Linda Krause. There's Jamie Kirkpatrick. Hi, Debbie Gast. There's Laura Sullivan. We had a wet, damp day here too. The snow is melting and it's not really drizzly, but it looks very overcast and it looks like a spring day actually. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Angelique. There's Mary Ann. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sue. Hi, Randy. Hi, Mary Lemke. There's Sharon from San Antonio. I love it. Hi, Mary Jo Stoll. Hi, Jean Shoot. Hi, Kelly. And Sherry. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Long time no talk. Linda Hunt's here. And there's Barbara Godby. Hi, Deb Norman. There's Jan and Pat. And France. Yay! The gang's all rolling in, you guys. Hi, Trisha Fagley. There's Sharon Rouge. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Mary Novak. And Feline. Wow, Chris Robinson's here. Suzanne Devis. Suzanne, I saw you called. So, I owe you a call back. Hi, Donna Grushke. Hi, Jennifer Summers. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. And there's Deanne Dawn. We kitted up a class this morning. Diane was here. And hi, Cheryl. Diane. Hi, Maria. Cheryl. Diane and I kitted up Let's Just Stamp this morning. We decided to knock one of them out of the way today because if we save 3 of them for one day, that gets to be a lot for us. So we knocked one out. It took us a couple hours and yeah, and then I worked on a team email for my Be Happy Stampers and some extended community for Raleigh. It took me about an hour to write the email. It never ceases to amaze me. The email is just, I would love talk to text with my computer. That would help, but typing a lot. So I was able to send an update email to my team for Raleigh. Raleigh is 3 weeks from today. Today's the 26th. Oh, it's 2 weeks. Oh man, I wish we had a third week in there, but it's 2 weeks from today. We will actually be, what is it, 2:44, so 3:44 Eastern. We will actually be probably at the hotel at this point. I am in the process of securing a bus, a shuttle bus, a 35 passenger shuttle van bus to take us from the airport in Raleigh to the Sheraton and then taking us from the Sheraton back to the airport on Sunday morning at the wee hours of the morning. And so I'm in the process of securing that. I have to sign a contract probably tomorrow. But I thought, I'd rather have us all together almost all the time versus trying to coordinate 5 or 8 different Lyft or Uber rides or taxi rides for my gals. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for peeps. So yeah, so that's what I was working on. And then also organizing a team gathering on Saturday night for the last night before we all kind of leave on Sunday morning for a team get together. So that's kind of in the works as well. Hi, Julie. We always say better late than never. You did not miss anything. Hi, Gina. Gina's watching, you guys. Gina, did you send me a text with any pictures? I have not been in my phone looking at texts or calls or emails, really. I've been trying to focus on sending that team email. Let's see, I didn't see anything. And no. So if Gina she did a live this morning, you guys, and she didn't quite have one of her classes done. So she was going to go home and work on that. And if she finished them, she was either going to run them over or she was going to take pictures and send them to me. So if I have pictures to show, I definitely will. No one left behind. Exactly. We can't leave anybody behind. Hi, Carissa. So excited for all you going. Yay. I know. Well, I sure hope we have a fantastic time. It's going to be here and gone before we know it. So this past weekend, I had a retreat at my house and 11 lovely ladies were here all working on the things that they wanted to work on, except for, I think, Chris and Diane and Judy a little bit helped me with my pillow gifts. I have for the Brandy Cox and I are hosting an event on the 12th. No, not the 12th, the 13th from 10 until 2. We have a few spots left. If anybody who's watching me is going to Raleigh and you're looking for something to do from 10 until 2 on Thursday, I have 2 spots on my side, and then I think Brandy has about 6 spots on her side. We planned for 120. Well, we actually planned for 100, and then we're at 112 now, and I think we have 8 left. So we're gonna go up to 120, which is what we both planned for with our kits and our gifts and all the good stuff. So if anybody's going and would still like to get registered for that, or if you're in the Raleigh area and you're not going to Onstage, but you would still like to do this amazing event with us, you are welcome to come to the Sheraton. It's $89 for the class and the lunch and pillow gifts and prize patrol. I have the cards here. I'll share them with you when I get so far. And so that's what we're kind of in the thick of working. We got all the pillow gifts made for that event. And then I'm making pillow gifts for my general community. And then we're working on my team gift as well. I have a little tag for it. So lots of stuff. Oh, Gina's on her way. Awesome. So that's good. So she'll bring her cards here and she might just get in the hot seat and show them off herself. So, all right. So we had a retreat here this weekend. It was awesome. I used to do this retreat at a hotel and we could have more people. And when the COVID hit and it forced people to kind of stay home, and I don't want to sign contracts to be in hotels if people are staying home, we decided to do the retreats at my house. So I have 11 people that came, and that's about as many as I can fit comfortably. I can do up to 12, but we had 11, and everybody brings what they want to work on. It's called the Leapers Crafting Retreat, and I didn't even really advertise it because I didn't need to. I had 11 people that signed up before I even, the people that come to this come every year. And so I do have one extra spot for Angelique. And so Angelique's on the list for next year. If somebody decides not to make it or can't make it for whatever various reason, I would open up that, but I usually have a waiting list. So that's why I didn't even really advertise or talk about it much. And it is an in-person thing. It's not something that I do virtually. I don't really do much for it. And actually at this point, I am very blessed because Mary Lemke attends, and she helped me with, everybody got 4 make and takes, and she had some prize patrol. And so it was really great. I was going to show you guys the cards really quick and the projects that Mary planned for everybody. And she did 2 otter cards. So this was one of them, super adorable, utterly amazing card. And then here was one. Hi, Pat Hawk. Do you think I will get my kit in time for the February 28th class? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so, because I need to apologize. I didn't mail it. We had quite the debacle here in my house last week, just to put it mildly. Everything's okay, but the house almost burned down and the garage and the she shed. So I've had a little bit of a distraction on the home front. Luckily, nothing burned down, but we basically smoked out our garage. And I wasn't really going to say anything because I just, like, I don't know. It's already, I don't even want to talk about it because it's a pain in the butt. So everything, like, in a nutshell, the plastic garbage smoldered, and it smoldered for 10 hours, and it put soot all over the garage and everything in it, including all the things that were in our garage. And it happened on Wednesday night, and Thursday was a hot mess, and Friday was a hot mess, and I still had a retreat here over the weekend with 11 ladies. Thank the Lord that nothing happened in the she shed. It was stunk a little bit, like plastic burning, not good. Just a little bit on Friday, and it went away then. And the mudroom kind of took on the smell of burnt plastic, and thankfully we ran the ozone generator for about 8 hours, and that helped, and the garage is a hot mess. So anyways, Pat, I do apologize. I did not mail your kits. I actually, I haven't been in my book. I haven't been in my emails. I haven't been anywhere. If you guys haven't heard from me in a little while, it's probably because we almost burned the house down. And I had a retreat with 11 people at my house in the mix of all of that. And it was a successful retreat. And it's all good. Life is good. It's better than it was last week. Every day gets better. But I remember waking up on Thursday morning and thinking to myself, wow, life is good. Like, things are going as planned. We're ahead of the game. We're working on stuff for April. And for a moment, for a glimmer of 2 minutes, I thought to myself, things are good. And then all of a sudden, what's that smell? Oh, that's plastic, like plastic garbage is burning in the garage, and it has been for the last 10 hours. And needless to say, we have a big mess to clean up. And yeah, so that's that, you guys. I almost wasn't going to talk about it, but since Pat asked, and I can't, I'm very transparent. If you guys don't know this about me, you get what you get, and I am me. I am not two people. Like I often hear people say to me, "Oh, you're the same as you are on TV or like on the YouTube as you are in life," and I'm like, "Yep, that's me." So I wasn't even going to talk about it because it was really emotional these last I would have to say 7 days. It happened Wednesday night, so it's all good. All's good. Like the house did not burn down. The garage did not burn down. It could have been worse. It just creates a lot of extra work. So, yeah. So, Pat, I am sorry. I did not mail your kit. I actually, until you said it right now, I'm like, oh, I don't think I mailed your kit. And I do owe a bunch of things to people. And you guys are always so patient with me. And I appreciate that beyond you can even imagine. So, do we get those Raleigh kits for mail order or do we miss out on the fun? So, there's two different things for the Raleigh kits for you guys. I am hosting this event with Brandy in person, and that is one thing. And I started a waiting list for those people who were interested in doing that class with me. And that waiting list has been started. I think we have about 12 people on the waiting list. And so I am planning to do that class. And that class will be sometime in April, after the MS benefit. I need to get through the MS benefit, and I will add a class to my calendar, and it will get mailed out with the, sorry, not gonna itch. I will get mailed out with the April classes, and so it is completely separate. So I guess two things. One of them, what we should start doing is that the Raleigh class is the Raleigh class, and the make and takes that they're called, it's gonna be called Thoughtful Wishes, Memories, and More class. About 2 weeks ago when I showed it for the very first time, I think I called it Unbounded Love. And I think I bought all the Unbounded Love Memories and More packs for it, which I have to return, and I have to get Thoughtful Wishes. So just so you know, we're going to start calling it the Thoughtful Wishes class, the Thoughtful Wishes, Memories, and More class, and that will be in April. So, but good question, Julie. That will, and it'll be completely different. You guys don't even need to tell Carissa at this point that you want to get on the waiting list because we're going to include it in the Gina's here, you guys. She snuck up.
I peeked in before.
Yay. So, all right. Hang on one second, you guys. This is for the one that has two, I think, right here, right? That one? Okay, perfect. All right. Sounds good.
Bye, guys. All is good in the hive.
All's good in the hive, yep. With an itchy nose, yep. I've been smelling in smoke, you guys, for the last 6 days. Yep. My car smells like a giant ashtray, which will eventually go away with a lot of cleaning and professional detailing. But you guys, yeah, you have to be reminded that you are humble and that things can be gone in the blink of an eye, just like loved ones, right? So it's always that make sure you kiss those that you love goodnight and say I love you before you go to sleep. Like that's what your house is, right? When you go to bed, you put your head on the pillow and you think it's going to be there in the morning. So we were just happy that we didn't have to rescue cats out of the house and run into the yard in 0-degree weather. So yeah. Anyways, on that note, I'm good on that. So again, I appreciate Pat just said no worries. Yeah, thank you everybody. If you're waiting for anything from me, just know I probably see everything. I most likely see everything. But with that happening for the last 6 days, and it's like calling the insurance agent, and then it's calling Service Master, and then it's all the things that go with like smoke damage, right? And so that's all in the mix with having 11 people here. And then planning this Raleigh thing, I've stretched a little thin. All good though. Life is good. Not saying it's bad. It's all good. I can handle it. So, everything is of me too. My husband and I both have family in your area and surrounding states. One of these days, you're going to attend an escape. I would absolutely love that, Feline. Please put that on your bucket list for sooner rather than later. Just when everything is rosy, bam. Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. Like, it makes you appreciate when things are really good. And like if it's a day or if it's a week or if it's a month or if it's 2 months, like there's always things that are thrown at us all the time. And it makes us realize that we're human. Like when we have to learn how to adapt and change and grow and take on the stresses and the challenge of stuff. So I'm glad we are okay too. So I asked Tyler, I'm like, what would happen if we would have had to like, the fire's going, right? And you have to go get your 3 cats and we have 2 people and 3 cats. I'm like, where would we have put the cats? Hang on to them in our arms while they're trying to get away? He's like, well, we'll go put them in the neighbors' cars. I'm like, the neighbors don't have their cars out. He's like, well, Jody does. I'm like, Jody's car is probably locked in her driveway. We wouldn't have been able, like, it makes you understand and appreciate you should have an escape plan, right? Anyways, that's that. So yes, and Julie, you're on the list. So going back to that. So we're going to be doing the March showcase today, and we will get to it. I promise you, we will get to it. There's a lot. I'm a little overwhelmed by all the cards that are surrounding me at the moment. We'll get through the March showcase. Just know that the Thoughtful Wishes Memories and More class will be in April. Game night will be in April. And the MS benefit that's in April. So there's 3 things that I'm going to be showing you that are in April. And really, at the moment, you can let us know that you want to sign up for them. But with those things, I keep a spreadsheet for basically the game night and the Memories and More class. And, let me retract that. The game night and the MS benefit. I keep spreadsheets for those. And Chris and I talked about it. She said it would be easier on her mental health and my health if those things in April that aren't like traditional classes, if anybody like Connie Moore reached out to me today and she said, I want to take game night and I want to take the MS benefit, I'll be letting Carissa know that. Well, honestly, those 2 things are easier to let me know because I keep the master spreadsheet. And eventually I'll be sharing it with Carissa. But all in all, we don't want to confuse anybody either. So if it's easy enough for you to let Carissa know, I want to do game night and I want to do the MS benefit and I want to do the Raleigh thing, not the Raleigh thing, the Thoughtful Wishes, Memories and More class, you can still include that in your email to Carissa and she'll just forward it to me and let you know that we're going to get you on the list. And we'll coordinate it between the 2 of us. We just don't want things to be cumbersome or burdensome for people either, right? So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for all the well wishes here. We're glad everybody's safe too. Like, could you imagine? Like, I can't even imagine. Not even gonna think about it. So, what do you have to do first? We will be here when you're ready. Thanks, Jean. I appreciate that. Yep, just breathe. Hi, Mary Carls. All right. I was showing you guys what Mary Lemke did. So she did a pocket hug, and she had this little guy on here. It was adorable. So a little pocket card and a pocket hug. And then she had featured 2 cards featuring the Storybook Friends with the bunnies. And I honestly didn't put my cards together. Diane and Chris and Mary Lemke helped. I have to color my bunny yet, but this was super cute. So this would make a perfect pillow gift. And it has these wafer crackers in here. It's super cool. So pillow gift is when you wrap anything up and put something in it that's food or not food related. And there you go. So that's what Mary put together for me. So thank goodness she helped me do all the make and takes for the retreat. I don't know where I would have had time to fit that in. So I am on the list for the make and Memories and More already. And the Wounded Warrior Project, I will send you an email for game night. Oh, wait, perfect. Yes, I'm so glad we're all okay too. So a couple of things. The game night is in April. I'll show those cards. Angelique helped me design them, and I can't wait to show them to you. I'm going to show them to you towards the end of the March showcase. I'm also going to share with you the Thoughtful Wishes Memories and More class, and I'm going to share with you the MS benefit cards that Sherry Pyre and Cheryl Taylor helped me design for that benefit. Those are things I'm going to show you towards the end of the March showcase, and again, they're April things. So at this moment, let's get you on the list. You don't really have to worry about sending payment quite yet unless you really want to already. I mean, those people that want to can always send payment ahead for things. That's no problem. What Feline just mentioned, though, is a Wounded Warrior Project benefit, and that is the November benefit. I already have, I think, 8 people on the list for that, which is super cool. We don't have the cards designed by any means. We will use stuff from the holiday catalog for that. But if you already know that you want to do the Wounded Warrior benefit with me, definitely send me the email and I will put you on the spreadsheet for that already. Hi, Mimi. You had 2 house fires and you didn't lose houses either time. But dealing with smoke and water damage is not fun. I get it. And we actually didn't have a fire per se. It was a smolder. Tyler thought the ashes were cool enough, and ashes can stay hot for a very long time. And he thought that they were all cooled off, but what happened was they had just enough heat that they smoldered in the plastic 55-gallon drum that we use as a garbage, and it smoldered, and it made it from like a tall garbage thing like this tall to like a flat pancake about this tall. And as it smoldered, that plastic put off the sooty smell and also put black soot on it. It was really crazy. I didn't know this about fires. But when I called Service Master on today's Wednesday, I called them on Monday. They said it was really weird to me because wherever there's plastic, the soot attracted to plastic. And she said that happens when you have an electronics fire. The molecules or the particles are very staticky, like clingy to similar things. So if you have an electric fire, you have to watch out for all the electrics that you had in that area. For a plastic fire, or like we had a smolder, it wasn't a fire, you have all the plastics that are in the garage got attracted. So like the light switches have black on them more so than anything else. The walls are all like this blackish color, like not black, but like a grayish color, like soot color, but not to the extent where anything that was plasticky. So, and then if you have a wood or paper fire, then those particles or molecules will attract to things that are wood, and it'll burn faster then. So I didn't know that. Like, I guess I just learned that this week. The things you know. Sorry I messed up the free for my classes. Deb Norman, I'm not sure what you messed up for free. The fee, the fee for the classes. Oh, no worries. Yeah, so that's a good point. Deb Norman said that she had messed up the fee for her classes. So whenever you guys send Carissa an email, so Carissa's managing the cbcenroll@gmail.com. She'll send you an amount to send, and you should send that amount. We sometimes do have errors in our documentation, and I do know that when I originally created this paper schedule like this, there were changes made to it after the fact, and one of them was the pricing on the suite class. It went, like all the classes went up $2. It went because of the price increases from Stampa Up, and because of losing host rewards, everything went up by $2. And so the suite class went from $26 to $28, and the sheet had 27. And so I would never go, and if anybody's referring to paper stuff like this, I would never go by that per se. I always go by what Carissa tells you, or you could always look online at my website on the events calendar, and those prices, I can change that stuff to be correct and accurate. Just like we have a Stampa stack that's coming up. And because it was so much stuff in the Stampa stack, we had 5 bags, 5 tags, 5 little cards, and 15 cards. That price changed from $60 to $65, but this document still reflects $60. So we know that the class is $65. So if there's ever any time where you send an amount different than what is due, we'll reach out to you to let you know that the amount is different. So, thanks, Mary Lemke. I appreciate that. Or Mary Carls, I appreciate that. But that's, it is what it is, you guys. It's Naughty Nancy would always say, it's just paper. It's only paper. It's only paper. Which is true. It's only paper. So if you guys are wondering where the kittens are, they have not been out here very much. We have to physically carry them. They used to have free reign of running through the mudroom, running through the garage, and into here. Well, the garage doors have been open, airing out since last week, Thursday. And the cats are not allowed to be in the mudroom because it took on that ozone smell from the ozone generator. And the only way, we did bring the cats out for a little bit on Sunday. I carried two of them, Honey and Hunky, out here for a half hour. And then they would sit there and wait at the door to get back into the house. So it's just easier not to bring them. So you guys, I honestly don't think you'll be seeing much of the kittens out here for probably the next month. We have probably a month's worth of cleanup to do. We're looking at renting a pod and storing it right out there. And little by little, all of the things need to get cleaned out of the garage and put into the pod. And then we have to wash the entire garage down with the jungle Jake or some cleaner. And then Tyler's going to rent a scrubber, and we got to scrub the concrete floor because the concrete floor has taken on the color of black. And after it is all washed, we have a guy that's going to come and spray paint as long as it doesn't smell bad anymore. We're going to spray paint the kills over everything, and then he's going to spray paint the color of the paint, and then we can move everything back in. We just can't be done with projects, you guys. Hi, Judy Sharp. That's how it goes. All right, so that's me in a nutshell and what I've been up to for the last week. So we're ready to have a showcase now. 25 minutes later. All right, so I have the sheets here that you guys can see. I have this one printed, I have this one printed, and I also have, in case you guys are new to me, anybody's watching me for the very first time, it's always a little bit of a chaotic, crazy mess around here, it seems, but always organized. I have, Gina's got her file here too, and then I also have the calendar. So we are actually into February. Look at this. We've got the whole month almost gone. And you can see Kelly's got a paper pumpkin class yet tomorrow. I've got sale-a-bration hoorah tonight. There's an ink paper scissors tomorrow night. Sale-a-bration hoorah on Friday. And then my this was printed before we flipper floppered these. The Leapers Crafting Retreat became last weekend, and then the Silver to Silver Elite training starts actually at 1 o'clock here. So this was printed a little bit beforehand. And then we go into March, you guys. So the big dates to keep in track here is we're really setting an aggressive goal. Never boring, right, Debbie Gast? It's always something, right? I agree, Linda Hunt. We, Mary Lemke, we do have a plan. Oh man, it took pulling teeth to get that plan, but I think we have a plan, and it's not involving Service Master, who wanted to charge $20,000 to $50,000 for cleaning the garage, and so. Yep, that we're gonna be like tackling this one ourselves. So, the main things that I want you guys to pay attention to on this whole calendar is we're planning to ship in March. We're planning to ship on the 6th. So we have an aggressive next few days ahead of us. We kitted up a class today. We're planning to kit 2 classes tomorrow. My team Silver to Silver Elite training is this weekend. I'm sorry, it's over here. I had the wrong month. It's over here. So we had kitting, Silver to Silver Elite training in a class, and then we plan to kit up, I think, 2 classes here, the Raleigh make and take here, and then we and Rose's class here, and then we should be set to ship in March. My whole goal is to have everything ship between the 6th and the 7th. Okay, then you guys will get everything somewhere in here, and you might not have it in time for the monthly class, right? Because we're just shipping that day. But we leave for Raleigh on the 12th, and we will be gone until the 16th. And so you guys, for the most part, for March, you'll almost have all your classes before the actual classes are held, which were really heavy the back end of the month here because of the Raleigh trip. So shipping around the 6th or the 7th. So it would be very, 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 very helpful if you reach out to Carissa, cbcenroll@gmail.com. So you're watching the showcase today. If you get her your list, let's say by the end of the day on Sunday, that will give her some time to process emails. And I would even say by the end of this week, like Friday, Saturday, having her list so that she can reply to you Sunday over the weekend. And then we get our spreadsheet updated so I know who's getting what. Then it should really help us for shipping by March. Now, worst case scenario is you don't get your list to her right away. You might get your stuff shipped more like this week, or you might get your stuff shipped after I get back from Raleigh, which isn't the end of the world, but we're trying to do the bulk of the shipping before, so it's not all waiting for us on the back end. So that would be very helpful. Now that you guys have the showcase that you can watch, you can give her your list of what you want. Because this calendar that I'm looking at is available for printing if anybody wants to get it. Naughty Nancy is Nancy Stormer. Unfortunately, she passed away. It'll be 3 years ago this year that Naughty Nancy passed away. Oh, Michelle Cinto, so about the white shirt, you guys, we got all of our team swag, and so normally I would be processing all of the team swag. We had purple shirts, white shirts, black shirt, purple, white, and yellow shirts, black jackets, black fleeces, hoodies, pullovers, hats, backpacks, all of that stuff came in, you guys, and it is completely laid out. My entire living room and dining room is full of piles of clothing and stuff for my team. And so we're going to be working to try to ship that stuff out. So Michelle, don't worry about sending if you're on my team, don't worry about sending that payment until you hear from Jay Shante on what to send. Okay. So I know, Michelle, you just said, do you need, yeah, I'll need the payment for the shirt, but just not yet, you guys. I can handle so much at one time. I wanted to show you guys here where on my website, if you go to cardsbycrispy.com, so that cardsbycrispy.com, if you go there, on your phone, there's 3 little lines that's called a hamburger, and you go to resources, there's the calendars right there. So that calendar is the one that I put into my book here, right? So you can print that. And then the overview is this guy right here. So you could always print that if you want it. And then the next one, the schedule is this one right here. So those 3 things are here. The next thing that's listed here is Beekeeper Shopping Guide. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I had it printed. It's 118 pages. It's that thick. And we got it spiral bound here for $5, which was awesome. Jill has a contact out in the Ripon area, and for $5, she's going to get mine spiral bound for me. It's super cool. It costs like enough to print it, but we have the Beekeeper's Guide. not last week, but the week before, I emailed it out to like maybe 400 or 500 people that had earned it. And to earn it is by taking classes with me, at least $50 in classes, at least $50 of Stampin' Up! Products ordered through me. Or if you bought my bow maker or my caddy, it's the number is $50. So if you had any combination of that stuff too, as long as it's over 50, we were able to pull the list together from people from 2024, excluding my events. I have to do that one yet. But if you earned it in January or February, I will be working with Carissa to get a list of anybody who maybe wasn't part of it last year that earned it in January and February, and we'll get that out to you guys so that you have access to it. So that's that next one. It's not a link there, and it's not available for everybody. It's available for people who earn it with me. Okay. Mary said, I'm retired so I can help scrub down things for you. Oh my gosh. Tyler would be amazed. So Tyler would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. Tyler feels so responsible for all of this, which it was on him. But he's owning it, and he's going to make sure it gets cleaned up and back to the way it was beforehand. So, Mary, we should have a little cleaning party. I could see if it would take us maybe 20 hours to clean it, but if we have 5 people, maybe it will take 4 hours each, right? So maybe we should plan a little thing, and Mom will make lunch or dinner for us. So, France said she received the Beekeeper's card. Yay, France! I'm so happy. And use it, you guys. The more that you use that document, I have to look at it as the amount of time that document gets looked at makes the ratio better for how much, ratio of how long it took to make that document to how much the output of the value that it was with people using it. So the more time you use that, and people ask me, hey, can I print it? Yes, you can print it for your own personal use. Of course, absolutely. I'm going to print one for myself. Some of the gals on my team are printing it for themselves. The main thing I ask is that it stays with you and it's not shared with people who haven't earned it. It is a privilege and a thing that Kelly works so hard for our community that supports me. And if somebody wants it that hasn't taken classes with me or hasn't placed an order with me, they're welcome to, and then I'd be happy to send it to them. But we're trying to recoup some of the time and expense of making it, I guess you could say. So yeah. All right. So that's a little bit about the documents that you guys can see. I'm going to work through one of these documents. This one right here is I call this my schedule. We watched a show recently. We don't watch a lot of movies, but Tuesday is date night, and we decided to have a date night last night, and we watched a movie, and it was the very first of the Marvel movies, the Captain America, and it's the first one, and they say schedule. So I might be saying that because I think it's fun. A schedule, just like doing your wash. So putting that R in there. All right, so this is where you can find all the information. No, he will not do it again, and accidents do happen. It is, and that's what I told him, you guys. I can't be mad that it happened. It was an accident, right? So there's never, things happen. They really do. So you can't be, so I said to him, I'm not mad that it happened. Now what's happening is it's been a week. Now let's get this done. I am, we're all not able to walk through the garage anymore. It's cold out, so we're walking outside to get back to the house, and thank goodness we have a few extra doors that we can do that, and the she shed wasn't impacted, so I can continue to have classes. But it's now, let's get this going, you guys. We don't have time to dilly-dally anymore. So I have this broken down. We have monthly classes, ink, paper, scissors, mystery card night, sweet bundle, let's just stamp. And I'm going to go through all of those, and then I'm going to go through these others, and then we'll look at any extra things that are coming up in March and April. Okay, that's my goal. And then on top of it, though, I have Julie Bierschbach's cards here. I also have Carissa's got some classes, and I have Gina's got her classes here. And then at the very tail end of it, I'll go through what I have left over of past classes. Things have a little bit slowed down for me. I noticed sometimes starting in December, and it's either that some people on my team are offering classes and people are doing classes with them, which is great. I really appreciate that you guys are supporting people on my team that are doing classes, or the economy, or what it is. But I was down on my classes, and then all of a sudden I noticed in December and January and now February, I've gotten a little bit of a stockpile of past classes. So if you are newer to me and you don't realize I do all these amazing card kits, you might feel like, oh, I like that one. So I'll go through and share with you guys what I have extra from past classes. The Beekeeper's kite is great. Reference tool. Yes, it certainly is. Oh, I know Mary Carl's. I'm so happy that the she shed was not impacted. I would be crying a lot right now if it was. So the monthly class. So what I'll do is I'm going to go through and show you the cards, kind of go through what stamp sets are used. And all my classes that I do are primarily in person and online. And so you can either get your kits mailed to you with a cost for shipping, or you can get porch pickup, or you could attend in person. And what generally people will do, and this is working out really great. Chris and I did a nice trial run with it last month. When you're done watching the showcase, make a list of the classes that you're interested in. And what will happen is normally it's $6 for shipping for each class. But what she does is she reduces the shipping, or we reduce the shipping, and we take $4 off of each class that you can consolidate. So you'll have your base cost of the one class that's the most expensive, and then every class after that would only be an additional basically $2 for shipping. So it really helps that if you're taking six classes, instead of shipping being $36, it would be primarily ink, paper, scissors is $7 for shipping, and then it would be $2 for every class after. So that's pretty cool. So if there's multitudes of classes that you want to take, and especially pulling in past classes that you want, you're just going to send a list to Carissa, and she'll tally it all up and write how much each class is, and then she'll send it back to you and tell you how much to send. So that's how it is. Easy it is for enrolling for classes. You can also go to my website and register for classes there. Just know it charges a convenience fee for using the website, and also if you are taking multiple classes, you'd have to contact me on the front end to give you a discount code for the shipping. So otherwise, if you guys, it's like check, cash, Zelle, PayPal, friends and family works, or good or service. It's a higher amount if you do good or service. Venmo, Cash App, Facebook Pay. So those are all the different ways. I will have to tell you guys, for all of those of you who send me money via Zelle, I got a list. There's 68 people who send me money via Zelle. I have to send you an email. And Carissa sent me the email a little bit ago with everybody. Apparently Zelle as an app is going to be stopping. And if you have a Zelle app, you probably know this already. I do not have my bank using Zelle. So I've contemplated opening up a checking account at a bank that does use Zelle. I'd have to figure out what bank that is and then be like a remote user, I guess. But at the moment, I don't have a bank account that uses Zelle. So as of March 31st, that's the last day I can accept a Zelle payment. And then starting April 1st, Zelle is gone for me because it doesn't run through my bank. I have People Pay, I guess, is my bank's app that you can send money with. And maybe that's something, if anybody wants me to get my People Pay set up, I could definitely get that set up. But just know Zelle goes away March 31st for me. Can we set up a GoFundMe page to help? Can this be a business expense by chance? Well, I don't know. That's a good question, Julie, just to answer your question. We think, so Service Master gave us a quote and they said anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000. Well, so they say those really high amounts because you go through insurance when you do that. And our deductible is $1,000. And then my insurance guy said that if you file a claim with us, like through them, my insurance would go up $370 a year for the next 7 years, which is like $2,500. So we're talking like $3,900 that it would cost for the next 7 years, I guess. And then you could file a claim. And Service Master would come in and do all of it, and it'll all be done. Well, we're trying to do it ourselves. And I think all in all, the painter came over today and he gave me a quote, and it's gonna be like $600 to do for the labor of the painting, and then you're talking probably a few $100s for paint. Renting a pot is gonna be like $300, and so all in all, I think it's gonna cost us $2,000. Doesn't include any of our time or labor, but if anybody wants to come over and help us clean, well, I'm not gonna say no, but I think we're talking about $2,000, and so. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel bad. I feel like there are more others out there that probably would need the money more, and I think we can make it work. I think we'll be fine. But I appreciate the offer. It's hard accepting money from people. It really is. But I appreciate that, though. We'll figure it out, and I think it's more the time than anything at this moment, you guys. Having the time to do all the cleaning of everything in there is what neither Tyler nor myself have. And so that's where it's going to be more late nights of doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, sad to say, it's cleaning, a lot of cleaning. So the monthly class is 3 cards. It always features 3 different stamp sets. Oh, and I realized I did not bring Memorable Blooms down. But Memorable Blooms was featured in this card right here, but really all this one is a sentiment. Now we did use a Versamark and a white embossing powder with a heat tool to add a sentiment on here. So this is one of your cards. And for those that did the Escape with me, this is your double dipper. So you might have, you've done it, or maybe you haven't done it yet. And this one is featuring the Faith collection. So I did this card and I left it so that really all you would need is some sort of foliage. I have the palms coming out the back here. But for those of you who celebrate Easter, this could be an Easter card. For those of you who need a sympathy card, I know that not everybody likes to make sympathy cards because then you're going to need it, but it is out there. Like, we need sympathy cards, so this could be a very pretty sympathy card. But I made mine more of an inspiration. Let faith be bigger than your fears. And on the inside, I have the saying, thinking of you. And those are the words that come from here. So Faith Collection is an online exclusive that is available in the online store. And from the stamps that I use, it was basically the sentiments and the palms. But for those of you who don't necessarily have palms, the card would look great too if you didn't have the palms behind. But you could also stamp other foliage behind it. So I kept it so that you wouldn't necessarily have to own or buy this stamp set if you didn't want it, but yet you'd get to experience the definitely the die cutting with it, which is cool. So if you guys get any kits from me, you know that everything comes die cut as long as it's not a focal image, and any embossing is done for you. So that's this one. And now the other one that's part of the monthly class is called with Umbrella Days. It was definitely a challenge with this one. The dies were not exactly what I thought that they were going to be. There might have been some swearing involved. I missed what happened in your garage. We had a smoldering plastic fire of a garbage. The 25-gallon drum that we use as a garbage basically went down to a little cookie. The Umbrella Days dies are a little bit wonky. I thought that the dies would have a solid background and then a detail die that would go over the top. In reality, they're not like that. And so I ended up designing this card with the notion that it's a little bit tedious to put it together. But you guys wouldn't have to have anything specifically to stamp except for some rain. I have it so that it looks like, so that does come from here, the rain. But there are other stamp sets. If I remember, Playing in the Rain has raindrops. Anything that you could do to make it look like rain coming down. And it says the storm will end and the sun will shine again. And then on the inside it says, be brave. And those do come from this set, but you wouldn't need to have this set if this set was not on your radar to buy. You could definitely get by because all the die cuts will come for that way. The clouds will come that way. And this is designer series paper, actually is from Bloom Impressions. And so I had enough that we used the whole background piece of it, which is very rare, you guys. 2 cards here that we actually used the full DSP as the background. So these are what I have for the monthly class. The monthly class is $19 or free with a $40 order. And then if you're online with me, doing it as an online class, its mailing is $25 or free with a $60 order. And right now, it's still during Sale-a-bration, you guys. Sale-a-bration ends on Friday, the 28th. So if you do a $60 order, you get the class for free, and you also get to pick a Sale-a-bration item. So that's what I have for you for the Umbrella Days. We're going to be doing this one early in March. It's the 6th. It's the day of our shipping day. So I'll be rolling right from shipping right into class that day. You guys, I do have the frog, and that's because of the smoke. It's just there in my garage, and I ride in my car, and it smells like somebody smoked a cigarette for 20 years in my car. So that will eventually go away. But I do notice I have the frog more than normal. So ink, paper, scissors is in March is called Beautiful Bokeh, and it features 4 different bokeh cards, butterfly cards. This is the stamp set. And I don't think you necessarily need to have this stamp set either. We really try to design the cards in a way that you can use other stamp sets that you own. So my motto is always buy what you love, use what you have, or use what you have, buy what you love. And so this one for the ink, paper, scissors, Diane Bogenhagen teaches this one in person on Tuesday, the 25th. And then I have it online with you guys the 27th on a Thursday. This one is a fee-based class, meaning that you can't get this one free with an order. And it includes the quarter pack of designer paper, it includes the bokeh gems, and it'll include the white ribbon. And we have a balmy blue. So we went with 4 different color patterns here. So this is a traditional A2 size. All the cards are generally A2 size cards, but that one opens normal. This one, we did a card on a card. So we used that die that cuts the butterfly and we put it on the top of the card, but we didn't want to leave it like that. We wanted to leave it so that you actually had an inside to your card. So we have a card on a card here, and then we featured the freesia with that one. This one has some polka dots stamped on the back, which do come from this set, but any other background stamp could work back here to stamp some dots. This is our double dipper from the escape, which you guys, I still have about 10 escapes left. I'm so excited. I don't keep a lot of things in the garage, so thankfully there. And I had all my escapes in the corner here in the she shed, so we're all good there. But I have about 10 left, and this one was a shaker card, so you get to use your Boca Mix inside there. And that's featuring the embossing folder here. This one uses white embossing powder and Versamark, and that sentiment does come from this set. But again, you could use whatever you wanted for sayings. And this one is using the orange and the yellow from that pack. Gina, if you're watching, I bet you would love this card because it's orange. And Gina loves orange. And this one, we really got to use the embossing folder with die cutting out like the hybrid part of it and using a sponge with Calypso Coral over the top to sponge the butterfly veins. So that was the 4th card. So this is ink, paper, scissors, which will be later. And this one is 34 for porch pickup or in person, or it is 39 mail. And again, that features beautiful butterflies. We use this beautiful butterflies a lot. This one is actually free during sale-a-bration. I don't know if it's still in stock or not, but I know that they had put this on the extra offering for sale-a-bration items. All right, mystery night. Mystery night when is it? It's March 24th. So make sure you tune in for that. We already have the card picked out for it. So now it's just a matter of getting clue 1 for you guys ahead of time and not the morning of. We're going to definitely try to do it earlier than the morning of. Okay. But that'll be March 24th for that one. The Sweet Bundle class for the month of March features Wildflower birthday card class. So the April is going to be Storybook Moments. And for May, we already picked out what May is going to be. Oh, do you guys want to know what May is going to be? I'm going to tell you. Hang on. Let me go get my sheet really quick. We have, so I can tell you for April, or for May, for ink, paper, scissors, and the Sweet Bundle for May, we have it picked out. There are going to be 2 new suites available. One is the Lovely Garden Suite, and one is the Botanical Textures Suite. So Lovely Garden is going to be our ink, paper, scissors for May, and the Botanical Textures Suite is going to be what we're using for the Sweet Bundle class for May. So I will be setting up this as the promo. Like, this stuff becomes available for you guys to purchase, I believe it's March 4th. And if you guys get that botanical set from me, either I have to figure out if it's the bundle or the suite, but there's going to be some sort of promotional offering where if you buy X, you get X for free because it's the promo for the Sweet Bundle class. But that is what we're going to do for May. Okay. So for March though, are we getting PDF for the 2 classes yet this week? I could have sworn I sent. Did I not send ink, paper, scissors? I could have sworn I sent the ink, paper, scissors. Maybe I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so Mary just asked a question, you guys. We have ink, paper, scissors on Thursday night, which is tomorrow night. We have the PDF. I'm going to send it out today. And Jolene was going to be getting the sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah done today. And I'll hopefully email that out tomorrow. So yes, they're coming. They are definitely coming. So good question though. They're on the way. On the way. So Sweet Bundle class for March is called Wildflower Birthday Class. And this is the one where if you buy the suite and by 313 and attend any of the classes for free. So I have it online once and in person twice. You get to pick a ribbon or embellishment of your choice up to $8.50. Now here I have March 13th, but just know if you do sign up by the 6th and you know if it's something like an embellishment that I have from like hitting up classes like that, I usually have that kind of stuff that I can give you that. But the sooner that you know that you want that promotion and you are going to place an order to get that class for free with the promotion and let me know what you get, I can get it ordered so that I can make sure I ship it. If you don't tell me what it is till the 6th, I won't be able to ship your kits on the 6th. I'm going to wait for that promotional item to get into my house if I have to order it, and then I'll ship your stuff. So I won't send things separate. I like to consolidate shipping as much as I can. So the sooner that you guys know that you want to take advantage of that promotion and let me know what your free gift is, then I can get that ordered for you. All right, so back to Wildflower Birthday. So that set looks like this, right? And I have a bunch of cards to share with you for this class. You're very welcome, Mary. This one is going to be your card. It's your double dipper. We are going to actually cut up 2 and 1 for people for this card. And I can't cut all the numbers for you guys because I don't know what numbers people need. But I figured if we did a 1 and a 2, that would give you 4 combinations. It would give you 1, it would give you 2, it would give you 12, and it would give you 21. And you don't even have to put a number on here if you don't want to. You could put a nice sentiment right here instead and not even have the gold number on here. But I'm hoping that I can capture most people with either a 1 or a 2, or they could use both of them. And so this is your first card, and it features some of the die cuts from that set, and all of these feature the Designer Series paper. Hello, Sandy Quay Emery. It's a beautiful day in May. Yay. So that card is pretty much set just like this. Now, for the next 3 cards that I show you, you're going to get one or the other. I was able to secure the DSP die cut packs, enough of them, that it was either, you'll see what I mean here. So you'll get either one of these. It will either be pink or it will be orange, because I was able to get enough pink and enough orange to make up what I need to kit. And so again, I won't know what you're going to get, because what happens is we'll kit half of them in pink, we'll kit half in orange, and then they get divvied up onto piles. So it's not going to work for you to say, I only want to take this class if I get a pink card, or I'll only take this class if I get an orange card. It won't really work that way. It's like you got to just like either one of them and be okay getting whichever one, because they're pretty much identical except for the color, right? So very cool. All you need is the sentiment. These cakes are actually die cuts from that paper pack, and we'll have it so that you got a little flower too to go inside of your card. And this one will end up with a pink flower. So that's one card, right? You'll get one or the other. Same thing happens with this one. Hello, Lisa La Framboise. You'll get one or the other. They're pretty much identical, right? Except for one has the flower arrangement looking like this, and one has the flower arrangement looking like this. For this one, you'll get a circle die cut, and we use the hello, which came from the butterfly. Here, the happy birthday, that also comes from that butterfly set. So you'll either get a strip if it's with this one, or you'll get a die cut circle with this. And again, one or the other. You have to be okay getting one of them, knowing that they're both pretty. If like you only got that one, you'd be like, oh man, that's really pretty. If you only got that one, you're like, oh man, that's really pretty too. You wouldn't, right? So, and whoever you give it to is not going to know the difference that there were 2 different ones. So that's one of the cards. And then the last one is very similar as well. It's basically, you get the pink frosting cupcake or you get a blue frosting cupcake. And I coordinated it that the background card base is going to match the cupcake, and here orange matching that. So ultimately the same card, but different cupcakes. And here we've got the happy birthday at the bottom. And so again, what we'll do is we'll kit up half with the orange, half with the pink. They all get put in white envelope. We don't see, they just go out. So you might get these, I guess you might get a lot of orange, or you might get something like that, right? So, but like you'll still get 4 cards with this class. 1 cake, 1 set of flowers, and 1 cum cake, and 1 with the banner. And so, hi Holly. So that is the Wildflower birthday card class. So this one is $22. It's 4 cards. It's $22, free with a $40 order. Or if you need it shipped to you, it's $28 and free with a $60 order. And again, it's celebration time, so with that $60 order, you get to pick out a celebration item. There is one set that I did pull in here, this guy right here. This Elements of Text. I honestly can't remember if it is part of the Last Chance list or not. It was part of an online exclusive back in November. I used it to stamp the splotchies around the edge here and back there, that. But you wouldn't have to do that. Some of you might even take this back mat and emboss it with an embossing folder that you have at home, if you like the more embossed look with it. I was a little bit late. Which class is left? This. Oh, so this was the Wildflower birthday. So that one's here at the section up here. So I have that for you guys on March 20th. It's the week after we get back from On Stage. Let's Just Stamp for the month of March features With You in Mind, which is our Purplicious card. So go Team Purple. If you hate purple, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but this is the stamp set we used. It's called With You in Mind. It is from the Spring Mini Catalog, and we used the bee paper. So we were really strategic, because if you guys look on here right now, this is an old one from January 17th. This says we were going to do Happy Hibiscus in April. We're not doing Happy Hibiscus in April. We've made the executive decision that we did that for game night, and they came out with some new stuff. So we decided and opted to go with Meant to Be. So if you guys have an old schedule here, you could already just cross that off and write Meant to Be. Now with Meant to Be, there's some designer series paper that matches it. So what we did is we put 3 sheets to be used and designed with for March, and then we had 3 for April. So these 3 cards, what we did is we picked the non-B sides so that they would, because we were featuring With You in Mind. So come April, the other 3 sheets that we're using are going to be the reverse side, which have the bees and the honey on them. But we didn't want to use the bees necessarily on this. So this one, we ended up with this flowery white flowers with the purple petunia. And we ended up with this kind of a card, like that opens like this. So now these are Let's Just Stamp. So we try not to use die cutting. We try to keep this more simple stamping. And we have a hard time not embossing. So I think all 3 of the cards will have something embossed on them. And then here we have the Happy Birthday got used. So we used Thinking of You, Happy Birthday, and Thank You on these cards. And we did a little splattering with the Stella pen. And so you can see that all 3 of the white sentiment pieces have a little splattering going on. And we used the new Plaster of Paris embossing folder on here. And then this one we put the cupcake in the inside. And Time to Celebrate comes from the Beautiful Butterfly. So here we have the cupcake. On this one, we put the flower on the inside. And the last one that we did with Thinking of You, when you open that up, this one has the heart in it. So we used the focal images from the set on the inside, and we used the words, choose your words, on the outside. And we used that plaid embossing folder that carried over, added some glimmer to the side there. So go Team Purple, is all I can say. And we got a little pink in here. But what I did have a few people that were in class when they saw the cards, they were walking by them and they said, oh, these are neat. So very monochromatic going on here for you with the white and the purple. So that is With You in Mind. And that is Let's Just Stamp. It's $19 or free with a $40 order for porch pickup or in person. And Diane teaches this in person. And for those that want it mailed, it's $25. And it is free with a $60 order. And then again, reminder, April is going to be Meant to Be. This class is going to be offered to you guys on a Monday afternoon, March 18th at 1. I think, is that the day after we get back from On Stage? No, yes, it is. March 24th. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, gosh, did I do that to myself? No, March 24th is when I'm doing it online with you guys at 1, and then Diane has it March 18th. So that's the Let's Just Stamp featuring With You in Mind. So that should take care of the first page here. And on the top here, technique class. So Rose Coleman is your gal. So if you're in Canada watching me right now, Rose Coleman and I we collaborate on the Technique Club class, and we collaborate on the Sweet Bundle class. So if you're interested in these kits and you're in Canada, that Wildflower, or you are looking for the Technique Club class, you should definitely reach out to Rose Coleman. She is your girl. And she said she's still, oh, here, she's got the cards, yay! Okay, so she sent me a picture, and she is featuring for March Storybook Moments, and I don't know if I know what the technique is, so I'll have to figure out what that is, but she always features a technique, and I know that it's a little bit dark to see this in the phone, but this is what one of her cards will look like. So she's got an Easter card, and then I think that's the same card. Yep, so that's the same card. And then this little guy. And so you guys will have to get your colorings ready. So your watercolor pencils, or you could use markers or your blends for coloring. So there's that one. And then here's the last one. And it looks like it is the Z fold where it comes and goes back like that. So I don't think I have it written on here. Angelique, do we have it written on the event on my website what her technique is? I don't know if we put what it is. So that is her third card. So this one though is only free with a minimum $60 order. And you want to place your order by the 10th of the month. So between the 1st and the 10th of the month would work for this. Now, if I do something for somebody, I have to do it for all. So somebody reached out to me. Her name is Sandy. And she asked if I would be willing to take the order early for the month of March. So instead of it being March 1st through the 10th, she asked if I'd be willing to take the order now. Because you know what's happening right now? Whoop, whoop, sale-a-bration. And with a $60 order, you get a free sale-a-bration item. So I told her yes. I usually do this in a while. If somebody asks me during sale-a-bration, I don't mind this. So if you are part of my Technique Club class, or if you want to take this class and you're not part of the club per se, but you'd still like to get this class for free with a $60 order, I am allowing the order to be placed between like now and Friday, because it's the 26th. So what's 2 days? It's not going to make a difference to me, but it makes a difference to you because you get an extra sale-a-bration item. So if anybody that normally does my Technique class with me would like to place their order now through the end of the month, or even by the 10th of March, you're welcome to. All right. So thanks for looking for that, Angelique. I will, based off your picture, it looks like embossing with dyes. Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll have to see if that's right. Hi, Paulette from Canada. We'll check with Rose. Yay, good. Yep, definitely check out with Rose if you want to do those classes. The Storybook Moment Suite is growing on Sandy Coy Emery. I love it. Good. That's how usually things work. You might not like something at first, but then you keep seeing it used in different applications, and by the end you end up getting it. And hopefully then you use it too. I think I need to add this class to my list. Good, good. Wow, so many gorgeous cards. I know, and we're not even done. We're not even close to being done. All right, Linda? So hang tight. We're still going. So yeah, we will. So the Technique Club class with Rose is free with a $60 order. And once you do 10 months in a row with me, then you get a half off item and you get $75 in host rewards. Now, the host rewards thing is kind of going AWOL here in a little bit. On April 15th, host rewards, as we know them, are going away, and they're going to be like loyalty dollars or something along those lines. And so what happens is, right now, to get a class for free with me, you need to make sure you have the host code on. Right now, you can find it here. But if that doesn't work for you, you always can go to cardsbychrisb.com and get my current host code. And sometimes people will reach out to me and say, hey, your host code isn't working. I'm like, well, did you grab the one from my website? And they'll be like, no, I got it from your right here. And I'm like, well, that's not always current. I do close my host codes pretty regularly. So just know that on my website, underneath my events calendar, you can always find the most current host code. In this time, they're the same because I literally just wrote this code here about an hour and a half ago. So if you want to get classes for free with me right now, you have to make sure you get the host code on. If you forget, you can contact Stampin' Up! And they will add it for you, right? So on April 15th, host codes are gone. Like at midnight on the 14th is like the last time you can close the workshop with a host code on it. Well, what's going to happen after that? Well, host codes go away. And you're like, well, how do I get credit for your class? You just have to make sure that I am selected as your demonstrator. And by doing that, you just have to then follow up with me what class you want for free, and then you will get the rewards. So you're getting your own host rewards starting April 15th. Everybody who has their own, I got a tickle. Everybody who has their own customer account, when you place your order on your own customer account, you will start to earn 10% back. So if you place a $100 order, you'll get 10 loyalty dollars or something along those lines, whatever they're called. You get 10 loyalty points dollars. And you can't use it on that order, but you can use it on your next order. So orders as low as $20 will start to get loyalty dollars. No more host rewards, loyalty dollars. And so what will happen is you're going to start to earn your own rewards with Stampin' Up! For yourself. And I won't get them anymore, but that is why we changed our pricing starting January 1st, because we knew this was happening. All right. And we also know that prices are going to change again in May, and they've changed last May. And so that's why we changed the pricing structure for classes in January, because of what's happening. Okay. So as of right now, we're still in March. So just know through April 14th, you're still using host codes. And For those of you after April 15th, there will be no host codes, but then you have to make certain you're shopping with your correct demonstrator that you want to give the sale to. All right, so that's the Technique Club class. That one is with Rose. She teaches that with you guys on March 20th at 11:30 Central, and she does it from her YouTube channel. And we did not send the PDF out yet. Jolene wrote it earlier in the week, and Rose was just saying that she didn't see it. So we're getting Rose, I got to get it to Rose, and Rose is going to proofread it. And then I will email it. I had 16 people that did that class with me in February, so I need to get that out to you guys. So that is the Technique Club class. Now, we also have kit classes. March kit classes are going to break the bank. The cards are awesome, and we still have so many left. So March 17th is Mom's Party. Yes, exactly. Do I have that on the calendar? I don't know if I put that on. Oh, you guys, there was a mistake. There's definitely a mistake, you guys. On the March calendar here, don't ask me why I did this, but on the 17th here, this sweet bundle class for in-person is not on the 17th. I don't know how I put it on the 17th. Mom Dad's party is here. So on the 31st is when we have the sweet bundle class. So just know, you guys, if you're in person with me, that sweet bundle is actually the 31st, not the 17th. So thanks for putting that out, Julie. I appreciate that. So the kit classes have been going great. Kelly either does 2 a month or 3, and it depends on how many new kits come out. In February, there were 2 new kits that came out. One of them is called Heirloom something. Kelly did this class yesterday. It's called Heirloom Arrangements. So if you didn't watch this, you could go back and catch it. I saw these on the counter this morning, and I was blown away by how pretty they are. And for those of you who like to zhuzh up a little bit, you could always cut the card base down and mat it onto a complementary color. But if you love the butterfly, you would love these. Oh, I love this one. Is so pretty. This is one of the new kits that just launched in February. So very cool. So that's the heirloom one. So Kelly just did that. And this was an all-inclusive, meaning it came with a block, it came with stamps, and it came with the pecan pie. So that was one of the kits. And then there was another kit that she did. I just don't know exactly where I have it, but she did another kit. And then in March, there will be 2 new kits. And so she's got those a little bit later, the 11th and the 25th. So Paper Pumpkin. Right now we're in February, the 27th. Oh, Kelly, tomorrow is doing Paper Pumpkin, the 27th. If you look behind me, you can see what I have left for Paper Pumpkins. There's a lot. I have 2, 4, 6. I have 7 left for February. I have 1 left from June. At some point, I'm going to just put June together and call it good. But I have plenty left for February in case you guys haven't seen it yet or are on the, if you were on the fence. Kelly's going to do the class tomorrow morning at 10 Central so you can see what it's all about. If you would like to get one from me because you missed signing up for yourself or you decided now that you want it, just reach out to me. We can always add it to your March package to save on shipping, or I can just mail it straight as it is. So the Paper Pumpkins cost $28 to get to my house, and then it's usually $7 to ship it to your house. Now, I do have some people that take advantage of an offer that I have. If you know before the 10th of the month that you would like a pumpkin, but you don't want to sign up on your own account, I can take one of my subscriptions and I can change the address to your house and your name. And I can always change it back then after. And then what would happen is you'd save the $7 shipping. You would just have to make sure you pay me for it by the 10th. And then I know that by the 10th, so I can change the subscription. And then after it ships and bills, I switch it back to my name and address. But that helps to save on some shipping. So yay. So Cheryl said she just ordered the kit. I love it. All right. So that's Paper Pumpkin. Every month Kelly does those classes. And as long as you subscribe by the 10th of the month, you'll get that current month's pumpkin. It is still a fabulous time right now with sale-a-bration. If you want to get a prepaid subscription, you can buy a 1 month, but you don't get any sale-a-bration rewards. If you buy a 3-month subscription, you get to pick a sale-a-bration item. You could get a 6-month subscription or a 1-year subscription. And for every $60, like I think a 12-month subscription is over $240, you get to pick 6 sale-a-bration items. And you are basically pre-buying your year, and you get a code, and you add that to your account, and then you're not billed every month. You're paying up ahead for it, so you're getting a discounted savings by buying 12 months, and you're getting to get to pick sale-a-bration items. So it's a win-win if you want to, if you know you're going to get the pumpkin for the whole year and money isn't tight right now that you could afford to do that. It's, I think, $260 or $240, something like that. So just know that that's an option out there. Share, Create, Inspire class is March 5th. It's Wednesday. I'm potentially changing that to be Tuesday. So I talked to Diane and we were going to kit up on the 4th, but the 4th doesn't work so good for her. So I have to think about that. When I send the email for it, just look in the email, or you can always go to my events calendar and see when it's going to be. I know that it's either going to be Wednesday or it's going to be Tuesday. At the moment, it's Wednesday at 1 p.m., but it might become Tuesday. It just depends when we end up getting the Raleigh make and take class. And I don't remember now if we said Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't remember. So we'll have to get back to you on that. So my 11/11 burgers and beignets class is March 19th. I never design the cards more than 2 days in advance. So it's an in-person class only. And if you want to take that with me, it's come at your own risk of not necessarily knowing what you're going to get. My regulars don't care. They're just happy to make cards, and the cards are always amazing. So if you would like to do an in-person class with me, and they've graduated. We've been doing class now almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years this summer. So I would say they're just shy of 2 years. And so we don't call them beginners so much anymore. We give them all of the things to work on. And it's 2 cards, and it's $12, and that's in person. I have, for the month of April is when we have our next game night, and we'll show that to you now because we're in the games and prizes section here. So we went through kits, paper pumpkin, share, create, inspire, 11/11, games and prizes. So my lucky hand and game night are the same thing. Lucky hand is in person though. Hi, Ann. And then game night is the online version. Big kudos to Angelique McClendon for helping me put these cards together. They are amazing. So not only is the game night lucky hand going to be fun, it's going to be fun folds. And they feature the Ocean Friends. So we picked Ocean Friends. So you're going to get a quarter pack of the DSP, the gems, and the ribbon. And I think she blew it out of the water, you guys. So this one is called a side tower pop-up. And you don't need to have the stamp set. So I know that there's so many people that just did not fall in love with Ocean Friends, but these cards were designed in a way that all you need are sentiments. So you are going to use your designer series paper to get your Crab Louise and your Lobster Friends. And all of this die cutting is done. These little guys will be done for you. And so you're going to do a side tower pop-up. And then on the back, isn't that awesome? You are the sunshine that brightens so many of my days. I love it. All right, so that's one of them. And then this one is called a floating vertical bandstand. So it pops up like this. And so we get that just situated right, like that. So again, you guys, this is an April class, but we're in that section right now. Isn't that cool? And again, just need a sentiment. And look at the back here. So pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. We did have a little bit of stamping back here with some bubbles and the coral. Another pretty. So that's floating vertical bandstand. You guys, I'm showing off the game night right now. So this is a magic message. This was inspired by Hope Toy. You sent me a card. We saved it. And actually, do I have it right here? Hope Toy sent me this card. Oh, where is it? I could have sworn I had it right here. Here. Nope, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. I could have sworn that this was it. Nope, that's not it. So I have Hope Toy's card somewhere. And I'll eventually show it off. She sent me a card that looks like that. Like it was not lobsters by any means. It was purple. But this one's cool. All you need is a sentiment. You'll get your designer paper. But then this is a hidden message. When you open it up, it goes like that. So cool. And then it shuts very nicely. So Kelly said, are there kits for SCI class and the games and prizes? So no. Share, create, inspire is let's get creative together. Someone shares the recipe for a card with me and I then create my version live, and then you use the recipe to create your own version at home. So Mystery Night and Share, Create, Inspire are classes where you use your own products at home. Well, Game Night here is one that I kit. So I'm showing you off what you'll get for this class. So this is Magic Message. And then the last one is a star card. You guys, for those that attended the Winter Creative Escape with me, we had a star card that was shown off as a creative presentation by Julie Bierschbach. And so we thought, oh, we're going to figure out a way to make it A2 size. and that you guys would do your own star card. So what's really cool is it does fit into a regular envelope, and it looks like a star, right? Like that. Let's go like that. So you get a star card, right? So you got a star, but on the front, I have it upside down. It says, I love you, love you. And this is your designer paper. And then on the side, on the back, you'd have your spot for your little love note on the back. And definitely uses a little bit more cardstock than the average bear, but we were absolutely excited to do this one. So these are the 4 fun folds that you would get, and game night costs $39 or $46 mailed. It is not a class you can get free because you get a quarter pack of designer paper, you get the roller ribbon, you get the gems, and you play lucky numbers, or I should say, lucky numbers. You play lucky numbers with me. So depending on how many people sign up for class, I use $5 of everybody's class registration to get some master prizes, and 5 people will win prizes. And they're generally bundles. So if I have, let's say, 50 people that sign up, that's about $500. No, that's not right. 50 people, $250. $250, and then I get 5 bundles, right? And if you attend in person with me, the cost is $42, $44. Is it 44? 34 and 10. 34 and 10. It's $44. Yeah, 40. It says it right here. Math. $44 is what it is for in person, and I use $10 of everybody's registration to get prizes, and we play lucky hand. So I can't wait for game night. These cards are awesome. I know, kudos, you guys. Angelique, we collaborated, and then she sent me these, and they're just gorgeous. I'm so excited to share these with you. So that is game night. And let's see here. We also have, I think that's it for that. Now, let me show so anything in March for the team. We have On Stage with Raleigh. And nothing extras in January, extras in February. We have here extras in March, though. So extras in March, I have a sale-a-bration celebration. I'm not going to show you what it is that you're going to be making because it's half started upstairs and I didn't finish it. But sale-a-bration celebration is by invitation only. And the way that you could be invited is if you spent, I think, it says it right here. If you spent $180 between January and February with me as your demonstrator, not you as the demonstrator, that's basically 3 $60 orders. It used to be 3 $50 orders, but when they updated it, I updated it to be 3 $60 orders. If you spend that with me in January through February, you're invited. If you're new to my team and you've placed your first order on your demonstrator account, you're also welcome to be part of the invitation. And if you are on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, and you have 2 newbies join your team, which is ultimately my team, you are also invited. And so celebration started January 7th, and then it goes through February 28th. So if you did all of that in between that time period, that's how you're invited. And then I have it in person on the 5th of March, and then we're going to do an online version on the 7th. And so in the next few days, I'm going to be working feverishly hard to figure out who earned a spot, and I will assume that if you've earned a spot, you're going to want the make and take that I have to go with it. And also, if you're in person to me, I will see if you want to attend in person with me on Wednesday. So that I'll be working on that. Game night is, thanks for the date, April 10th. So it's online April 10th, and Lucky Hand then is the 9th if you want to do in person with me. So Sandy wants 2 card kits for game night. Can I send second set of numbers? Oh, I don't see why not, Sandy Quamery. So Sandy asked if she could do 2. Yeah, if you want to put yourself down for 2 game nights, it would be just double, right? And then what I do is I put you down in my spreadsheet for each one, and then you could have 2 sets of numbers. So you play twice, right? It's like playing 2 bingo cards, right? Absolutely. I don't see why not. And so when you put that in there, Krista will give you the pricing on that. I think Sandy, I don't remember. I think I think Krista had already sent your total for the month of March. We might have to redo that. And I think you already might have sent some money. So we'll have to recalculate things maybe. So, all right. And let's see here. Is there a game night in March? No, Kelly, the game night is not in March. It's April 10th. So I showed that off to you guys. Game night is, Mimi said, is game night, no. Game night oh, is it 46? Hang on, I gotta look. I just said it. I don't remember. You guys, I don't remember what I said. Game night mailed is $46. Basically what happens is game night is an ink, paper, scissors, but $5 more. So game night is $46 mailed when normally it's $39 mailed. So game night is $46 and that allows you to play the games. So I need to know how many people to plan for this. So as soon as you guys know if you want to do game night or not, let me know, because I'm just starting to work on prepping, getting my helpers to start working on stuff. And I was very hesitant on doing lots. Normally I do 60 for game night, but I wasn't certain about Ocean Friends because it's not everybody's favorite. So in my head, I was going to drop that number down to only kidding 48. So it would be very important if you know you want to do game night to let me know. And again, if you're not planning to do much of anything else in March, but you know you want to do game night, that's where you'd want us to let me know. You don't have to tell Carissa you want to do game night at this moment because she's really working on March class registrations. Game night's in April, and I keep a spreadsheet for that. Now, if you're sending Carissa cbcenroll@gmail.com an email because you want to take March classes and you want to throw in there that you want to do game night, and if you want to pay for it right away, she'll include that in the total, but know that it's an April class, not a March class. It won't be shipping in March. We are nowhere near ready to ship for that one. Okay. Game night for Mary. Yay, Nancy Sue just got here. Coming in late, but always better late than never. And so let's go back to March. So sale-a-bration. You guys, you're going to have to hang tight on that one. The end of this month, I have a small business showcase and use stamp sale. It's March 29th at the end of March at the Eagles Club in Fond du Lac. And it's an in-person thing. You guys, I don't take pictures of stuff. I don't do anything on Facebook Marketplace with it, except for advertise that it's an in-person thing. I don't ship anything from it. I don't collect and hold things for people. And the only time I would do that really is if you're making a donation. So I know Kathleen Ketterman and Ann Bellinger, and there's a couple other people that they want to donate their used stamp supplies to me that they don't want the money back, and we can use that money for our benefits. So we've been able to take their sales, their proceeds, and we use them for like the MS benefit that's coming up, or the Wounded Warrior Project if they have a preference on what they want their donation to go to. So it's not meant for people who want to mail me their things and for me to go carry them and take them to this event and try to sell them and then mail them back to you. That's too much for me. You guys, I have a lot of stuff going on in my day-to-day, everything that would be just one extra thing. And so just know that if you do want to donate though, I'm not ever going to turn down a donation to one of the events that I do. So if you are ever in the market that you want to donate, it would be very helpful that you put your tape on it with your initials and have it priced. If you don't want to go through the effort of pricing it, I do have Tammy Sikolik on my team. She knows how to mark things to sell. They're low, but they sell. So if that is something you want to do, reach out to me. I know Sarah Merchant, you also said that you were sending me stuff for the sale to be donated, which is awesome. Anytime we can do a donation to an organization, that is always an amazing thing. So that is at the 29th of March. So you guys, if you're thinking about doing that, now's the time to get your stuff shipped over to me. I also have, Deanne wants to do game night too. Wonderful. And I want to do game night. I'll be there for that in person. So basically, Sharon, you want to send me an email saying you want to do Lucky Hand in person. And I will make sure I get you logged for Lucky Hand for the in-person version. And yeah, and anybody who wants to do game night at this moment, if you want to send me the email for game night, I can add you to my spreadsheet. And then what you can do is wait till I do the showcase for the April classes, and then you can make payment for it then. So if you think you're going to be doing other things in April, if you think that's the only thing you're going to do in April, though, you could already send money. Stamp a stack. Okay, so on here I had about 14 cards total. It includes a pack of designer paper, ribbon, embellishments, envelopes. And we have two versions, an in-person version with Diane on the 26th and an online version with me on Friday the 28th. I think we made it 10 a.m. So I think on here it says 1 p.m., but I'm pretty sure, Angelique, we changed it to 10 a.m. And the cost is actually $65. And if you want it mailed, it's $78. And that would be your base class. And then anything else you add to this package after that gets reduced shipping. If you are on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, then it's $22 and $29 mailed. And Rose also wants the game night. Yay. All right, so let me show you what's all in here. The card, so it's the Wildflower Birthday Stampa Stack. So this is really confusing because we have a Wildflower Birthday Suite class. Now this is the Stampa stack, and it's 15 A2 size cards, and you're gonna get some duplicates with some slight variations, but we used almost the entire pack of designer paper minus like a sheet and a half. So these are similar but different. And then we've got a couple of the orange cake cards for you, like that. So all you need are sentiments. You do not need to have any other focal image stamps. Really, everything that we put on the inside are also the die cuts. So you get a roll of the ribbon, you get the pack of party dots, you get the pack of designer paper, you get the A2 size envelopes. We haven't decided if we're gonna do the small envelope, like there's some baby cards here. I haven't decided if we're gonna do envelopes or not. I don't have them. I gotta find them, but I don't know if I'm gonna find them in time. So I'm not sure if we'll do baby envelopes. So these are some one-offers. This is another one-offer. So like meaning that there's only one of it. We've got a couple of the cupcake cards that you're gonna make. So all in all, that's 15 A2 size cards, and you'll get 15 envelopes. We have these 5 little baby cards. They're like a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. They don't make envelopes 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 or 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So I'm not quite certain. And for this too is, oh, we lost the gem. And look at that. Oh, we lost a bow is what happened. Oh, I know where that bow is. It's upstairs in a little tub. I saw it upstairs. Okay, now I know. All right, so we've got 2 that have the cake, and then two that have the cupcake, and then there's 1 with balloons. And so these are little that you could tuck them into a gift bag. And so with this class, you'll also have the supplies to make 5 of the gift bags. And again, this could be a little card that you stuff in the bag. And then on top of it, you'll have the tools here to do 5 tags, and with added die cuts and added ribbon to them. So I also want 2 for the April game night. Okay, Kelly, that's great. Yay. I might be making more than 48. We'll have to see here. So this one is $65, or with it being mailed, it's $78. So it's $65, and then the shipping is $13 on that one. So it's a big class, you guys. I don't know how long it'll take me, if it'll take me more than my 2 hours. I'm guessing it'll take me 3 to 3.5 hours to go through all these, plus making bags. But that is the Stampa stack. Huge. If you are part of my team, the Be Happy Stampers, I do offer team pricing. If with the team pricing, all you would do was get the card bases, which is a lot. It's still all the card bases. So for the 20 cards, you get all the mats, you get all the die cuts, any cuts of paper that are little strips. What you would need to provide for yourself for that $22, basically you need to provide your own ribbon, you need to provide your gems, you need to provide your envelopes, and you need to provide the designer series paper for yourself. And that's how you would get the Be Happy Stamper team pricing. So that is extras in March. So there's a Stampa stack, and we've got the showcase coming up, the small business showcase, and we've already got the Leapers Crafting Retreat behind us, which is awesome. Now, we also have, for some extras in April, let me show you this. We have the MS benefit. Sherry Pyre and Cheryl Taylor worked on designing these cards for me, which was awesome. I helped and provided a little extra collaboration to make some minor tweaks, but they knocked it out of the ballpark too, which is so awesome. So we're starting to kit these up, and by all means, if anybody wants to get on the list for the MS benefit, please reach out to me. You can send me the note. For now, I'm keeping track of the MS benefit, and then I'll let Chris know who's all on the list at a certain point in time, so she can figure that. Oh, perfect. Yay. Okay, so yeah, Kelly, you can just, if that is all you want for right now for April is the 2 kits, just send me a quick email and say I'd like 2 of them. You guys, when you also tell me that you want game night, it'd be very helpful if you told me your 5 lucky numbers between 1 and 30, so I can log them. So you're going to play lucky numbers with me that night. So when you tell me, hey, I want to do game night, say, also, I want to let you know that my 5 lucky numbers between 1 and 30 are boom, 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 and boom, right? Tell me what the 5 numbers are. Otherwise, I'm going to reply back to you and say, oh, can you tell me what your 5 lucky numbers are between 1 and 5? And it creates more email. So if you knock it out right away, just tell me your 5 lucky numbers. You document them. I document them. Life is good. So the MS benefit is a $40 donation, and if you need it shipped, it's $6. But again, we can consolidate packages. This will be ready to ship out at the same time that the game night will be ready to ship out. And for this one, you need a sentiment. For this one, these guys are stamped, not like game night. Where game night, they're paper that's from the DSP. But if you do game night with me, you're probably going to have 2 extra of these guys in your designer paper that you might not need to stamp these. So that's pretty cool. And then these, you just need a sentiment. On this one, you need a sentiment. On this one, it's a sentiment. And then on this one, you guys, a sentiment. They really did great. They made these cards so you do not have to necessarily own anything but sentiments. So this is a $40 donation. And at this moment, you guys, I created a grocery list. My team has said that we want to try to get all the materials donated for this. So like what we did for the Wounded Warrior Project, all the materials are going to be donated. So that means that out of the $40 donation that you make to get these 6 card kits, all $40 will be donated. Now, if you have the need to have them shipped to you, the shipping does not go towards the donation. So the shipping goes to pay for the shipping. So just know that the MS benefit, we're almost in full swing. We're planning for 152 and we have 25 people signed up. So we're a sixth of the way there already, which is super cool. So if you want to get signed up for the MS benefit, you can either let myself or Carissa know. If you're already emailing Carissa for other things and you want to add it to the list, great. And if you're not sending her an email for anything else, just send me the quick note and I'll confirm that I got you signed up. So that is the MS benefit. I also want to say that I had my Memories and More class earlier in the month on the 6th, making 15, oh, I lost a gem here, making 15 cards like this. I decided to kit up 8 more, of which 6 are already taken, which means I have 2 left at the regular price, which includes product and includes the gems and the ribbon and the Memories and More pack. So I would have 2 if 2 people want to hit the easy button to get this Memories and More mixed media floral class, reach out to me or Carissa right away. We'll get you on the list for that. And then the Thoughtful Wishes Memories and More class that I keep talking about, that is the Raleigh class. That is with 18 cards. I don't have a date yet, but for those that I have 10 people on the waiting list already. So we are going to be making these cards later on in April. So some are similar but different, right? We use up that Thoughtful Wishes pack and we add on an ephemera pack of the little sayings or whatever it is. So like a nice variety of thank you cards, hello cards, congrats cards, birthday cards, love you cards. Oh, this one's my favorite of all of them. I absolutely love that one. Thinking of you cards. So 18 cards. Like these are similar but yet different. And then we've got to celebrate. Thinking of you. So this is that Memories and More class that we keep talking about. 18 cards. For that one, it'll be an add-on in April. And then I do want to let you guys know tomorrow night is the Everyday Arches class featuring the stamp set. And I have about 15 to 20 left from this one yet. So super excited to make these cards with you. If you want to get this class and have it mail out in March with the regular March stuff, you can always add this class on. Again, this is tomorrow night's class. I got to keep that handy so I don't lose it and put it somewhere where I can't find it. I also have, no, I lied. No, I didn't lie. That's tomorrow night. This one is a leftovers. I have about 15 left over. This is some, as long as they're in this bucket, I'm going to show them off really quick. I have some bun folds left over from my January catalog launch party. So just know that these are available at the catalog launch party. Okay, that they were in this bucket, so I thought I'm going to show them. I also have, let's see here, tonight's class on the docket for tonight. You guys are going to be like, wow, that's a lot of cards. I have this in person tonight, and we have this online on Friday morning. It's the Hoorah Rah class. So it's one of the toadstool cards that looks like this. Another one that Angelique helped me with. So I've got maybe 10 spots left at this one. There are 3 different of the lobsters, different color patterns. And we're doing this class in person tonight and then online with you guys on Friday morning. There's one card that you'll get of this one, which is a super cool layout like that. So this was a fun folds class. We're doing it in person tonight and online on Friday morning. So there would be 5 different ones. And the PDF tutorial is going to be massive because it's going to have pictures of all these cards. And the last one is the fruit. So the fruit card here, and it's a fun fold that looks like this. And so you get one of these. You don't get all of these. You just get, depends on which pattern of paper you ended up in your mix. And so we made one of all 12 of them. So, all right. So that's what's coming up in the very, very, very near future. All right. So far, so good. I think that goes through everything current that I offer. Now, I have stuff I'm going to show you here from Carissa Alberts, Gina Bulow, and Julie Bierschbach. There are 3 amazing stampers. They're all on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, and I have their cards here that I can share with you what they have. I'm going to share their contact information. You could probably take a screenshot, but also if you guys have a copy of this calendar, you can find their contact information at the top. So if you want to sign up for in-person with Diane or Gina or Julie, I even have Rose Coleman on here because she teaches one of the classes that I have denoted here. So my contact information's here. So if you want to sign up to take these classes with any of these gals, you just got to reach out to them specifically, not me, okay? So Julie Bierschbach does Be Creative. So it's Be Creative, and these are her April cards. She also has her March cards here. She does in-person on Wednesday, one Wednesday a month. And then she also does mailing, if anybody wants these cards mailed. I know that's really hard to read that on the blue, but I showed you where you could find her number. But she's juliebierschbach@gmail.com. This one features her storybook friends. So these are her 3 cards that you can make. She featured the little Roger Rabbit, not Roger Rabbit, Peter Cottontail. Peter Cottontail. So very cool. And so that's her March one. Now she worked ahead. She's got April here for us too. She featured Delightful Floral for the month of April. So for anybody that would like to do these classes with her, if you coordinate it with her, she will give you reduced shipping too. Like it's $6 to ship it to you, but if you want to add it to my box that I have going out for you, it's just $2 for shipping. And you'd coordinate that with her, that she'd get her card kits here to mail in with your box. So that's Julie Bierschbach. And then for Gina's got quite a few here. She's got a February morning create. So these were what she did, I believe, on Monday morning. Or I guess, I don't know if she says Monday 2/24. Yep, she did these Monday morning. So that opens like that. Okay. So these are $19 worth of porch pickup. And again, with Gina, if anybody wants these as well, you could coordinate with Gina that she'd get these kits here for you, that they could be added to your shipment. I love the pineapple one. So that's her morning create that she just did. And then she also has here her March technique class. And her March, oh, she needs a little more tear and tape on here. Her March technique class is going to be on March 5th. It's 4 cards. It's one of these, it's free with an order, or you can pay for it. So this is fee-based, or you can order. And Gina, I don't know if you're still watching, but I'm guessing it's something with watercoloring. But look at these pretty cards. So you would need to have this stamp set though, and I could just stamp it exactly like that, or some other big flower that would work. And who knows? Who can tell me what stamps those are? I don't even know if I'm familiar with what stamps these are. But that's super pretty. It's that new set, I think, because that's that new paper, and that one's really pretty too. Very cool. So that's her morning create. I'm sorry, her March technique class. It's coming up March 5th. These are the ones that are hot off the press that she brought over here, which is super cool. Then she has here, that's morning create. Again, she's got 2 sets of them here. She's got her scrapbooking workshop here. Her meant to be card class. It's 5 cards, and kits are available to order until March 7th. And this is 5 cards. So these are the 5 cards. So it's featuring meant to be. So there's one. Oh, cool. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And then there's a shaker card in here with your bee. And then a hexagon, the heartfelt hexagon here. I think that's heartfelt hexagon. Thankful garden. Oh, see? Good job, girls. I didn't even realize it. Yes, you're right. Thankful garden. Ha! I just looked at it. I see it now. Yep, perfect. Okay, all the buzz. Very cool. And then look at this little hexagon card. Oh, so it's using Lovely Garden with masks. I love it. All right, so that is her meant to be card class with 5 cards, and she has a scrapbook layout. You need to provide your own 12 by 12 sheets, but this is her scrapbook layout. So I'm going to bring one sheet in here like that. It features the wildflower birthday, wildflower celebration, and there's the other one. So very cool with the cake on there and the balloons. All right, so that's what I have for Gina. I also have for Carissa now. So Carissa Alberts, let me see, her stuff is back here. She's got a couple classes here. One is her February class. So she is Lakeshore Stamping with Carissa. And she has these, I believe she has a handful or less of the, I don't know if Chris is still watching, but I know she was down to maybe 4 left of this one. This was hers for February, which we're still in February. And so you could still get this class with Carissa. And she's a little bit harder to coordinate with mailing because she lives an hour from me. And I don't remember when I'm going to see her next, but if she was up here and she knows she's going to be up here to get it in with the box that's mailing out or package that's mailing out to you, she would definitely get it up here to save some shipping for you guys. This is the Throw It Back class featuring retired Stampin' Up! Products from stamp sets, dies, embossing folders, and even some retired cardstock or ink colors. And this one is $20 porch pickup from the Hive and $26 mailed. And again, it would be $22 if you can coordinate. And she knows she's going to be up here before shipping. But you guys, Johnny Depp is going to be in this class with us. I'm so excited. He's going to come right off the Pirates of the Caribbean ship here. So, oh my God, I love all these. So I don't know which one to show you first. So you got your Magnolia. And then, I don't remember the name of this one. It was something with the flowers. You guys, right? Obviously flowers. Duh. I don't know, remember the name. I don't know. Krista, she's watching. She has 2 left from the February, the one that I showed you here. So Carissa, what's the name of this one? I can't remember for the life of me what the name of that set was. I'm pretty sure that was not Magnolia Mood, but Good Morning Magnolia. This was the pirate ship was from that pirate set. It was from the ship set. I don't remember. This one was Heart and Home though, I think. We talked about this with this last weekend, but Heart and Home. So you need some sort of flower with some bees on here. And this one opens up like this. And she used one of my favorite folders, the Hive folder here. So that is her Throw It Back card class. And $20. And again, here's all of her information. I'm going to share that with you for a second while I take a drink of water. It's been a lot of talking. I just saw your message that the Magnolia is a pocket card. Look at that, you guys. So I opened it up, and sure enough, it's a pocket card. Love it. Honeybee Home. Honeybee Home. I love it. Okay, so do we need any of the stamps, die sets for the Throw It Back? Yes, this is a stamp. Sandy Coy Emery, this flower is a stamp. If you do not have this stamp, you would have to figure something out because I'm assuming, Carissa, you're going to give everybody a piece of white paper that big to stamp their flower on. Now, this one here is a focal image. The bees are focal images, so you'd have to have something for flowers and bees. Johnny Depp's card here, you do not need anything but a sentiment, and there's some swooshing going on with ink back here, so she'll teach you how to do that, but this is some white ink on here too, but just a sentiment here. That one is just a sentiment. Otherwise, you're good to go on that one. Shaded Summer. Oh, that's from Shaded Summer. Okay. And then she said this one's On the Ocean. That's where that one comes from, is On the Ocean. All right. That's the Throw It Back class. So those are 2 of Carissa's classes I have here for you guys to see. Now, so did I go over everything? I think that's everything that is kind of in the present or current. I think that would probably be everything for the showcase, part of what's coming up or near future. I also have some past stuff to show. So this is great if you want to see what's coming up of like what I have. So let me just share, back up, reverse. If you want to see what I have for past classes, this is where you would go to find them on my website. You click on the resources and you go down. I added here past classes available, and you can click right on them. And it takes you right into the event. So I made them hyperlinks so that you could click on them. Now, if you guys didn't notice it, I did actually, at the back end of this, I added who the recent winners are. So these were the January winners, in case you guys, it's going to be easier for me to track these here. So you can see who the winners are. That's on the bottom. So past classes here. I'm going to go through some of all these, what I have here for you. But in case you're wondering, you can click on them here. I have a lot to go, not a lot, but I think it'll take us about 15 to 20 minutes to go through what I have for past classes, especially if you're newer to me and you didn't know I did classes. What's great about doing classes with me or any of my teammates that do classes is we provide the easy button for you to get your own stamps out at home, potentially your own, like if you, a lot of it is sentiments, and then if you have some focal images, that's great too, because then you can interchange them. But you don't always have to have the same stamp set. So we provide card kits to you where anything is die cut unless it's a focal image. Anything embossed is embossed. You have enough gems to add to the front of your card. You have the right amount of ribbon. So at the end, there's not a lot of waste. It's like a perfect kit. And they're usually lots of layers and lots of everything pretty in them. They're little works of art to us. And so I have past ones because it's hard to forecast on how many we're actually going to need. So I am going to go through them relatively fast. Have your pen and paper ready and take note of the name of the class. In some cases, I don't always have a lot left. So if by any chance you message and somebody else has messaged before you, they might not be any left. But just know that we'll try to make sure that we get to your email quickly so that you can get the ones that you want. So I'm going to go through these and show you what I have. I'll flip down. I have these are some order-based classes here. This one's called Hearts and Hugs, and I have one left of that one. And it features Hearts and Hugs stamp set. And they also we pulled in the in colors here. All of them except for the size shamrock. So there's one left, and so this would be free with an order. And it came with the designer paper was available to enough that you could do your envelope flap too. So I have one of those. For the Sentimental Christmas, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 of this one left, more or less. This one's my favorite. With this one, you primarily needed sentiments. So Mary and Joy and Love to You, a sentiment there, and then there was a snowflake one. So I know we're not anywhere near Christmas. It's, well, we're close to it, but it's behind us. But you could always get a jump start on your Christmas cards. So I have a bunch of those. These over here are my Technique Club class with Rose that I have left. I have one of the Bistro Burger. I have 2 of Snowy Wonder, and then I have a few here, Friends for Life. Maybe 5 of those. So that's what's in this box for you guys. I do have some product shares available. So I had my sample that I used to show off to you guys, which is perfectly fine, but I don't have any other ones left. This was like mine to show off to you guys. And there's a paper that's available, but there's also the embellishments. And this is from the holiday mini catalog that basically kind of retired this past year, like in January. So this was my sample to show you, but it's all intact. It's all here. And it would be available if anybody was looking for a sampling of the holiday mini catalog paper and embellishments. I don't have the ribbon. That one went away. So that was the holiday. Now, I am still taking, this is my sample to show you guys for the spring mini catalog. There's a brick here. It's got all the sale-a-bration paper in it. It was a sampling of some online exclusive stuff as well. So it was the papers available. I can also add people if they want to get in on the ribbon yet, and also on the embellishments for this spring. So I could accommodate up to maybe like 4 more. I could take names for I think 5 more ribbons and a few more embellishments, and I think like less than 2 papers is to close off those shares that I'm looking to fill. So there was also a whole shebang if you wanted all of this. If you bought this, it also earned you a free class that is offered free with a purchase. So by buying all the product share, you could get a free class with it. So those are what I have for shares. I also have my DSP samplers available. So I think I have about 15 left now of the spring sampler. It is a great reference tool if you like to share the papers with others, or if you need help with your designing. It looks like this once you glue all your pieces together. And I have about 15 to 16 left. It included the online exclusives and the sale-a-bration. So it would be this chunk right here. I don't include the page protectors. It comes as a kit where you glue your swatches onto it. So I have about 15 of the DSP samplers left for the spring. And I have a box here. I'm just going to start rolling through boxes. I have potentially, I think, 2 left of the Nature's Sweetness class. where you would need some focal images for this one. These are stamps, so you would need that. So we're winding down. When this class happened, I had 20 or 25 left, and now I'm down to 2. So that's pretty amazing. All right, so, and there's no slip there, but there's there. Okay, we'll put these here. I have 2 left of the changing leaves. Oh, I'm glad you got your Happy Mail, Deanne. Yay. Oh, and Nancy Sue always gets the samplers, yes. So I have 2 left of changing leaves. So this one was free with an order, or you could pay for it. So 2 left of that. I have 2, like maybe 6 to 7 left of the Let's Just Stamp featuring Regal Flora, which was our red, white, and blue class, or I should say red, beige, and blue. And you would need some flower stamps for this one, or you could completely switch it up and not do flowers. You could do something else. Look at the layouts and how you could use these cards for their layouts. So that one is Let's Just Stamp featuring Regal Flora. That was from October. And then I have a few here from February monthly class of last year. So it was either coral or blue, and then also the wild ferns with the delicate forest, I think. A little bit of blending going on there. So I have maybe 8 left of that one. The July monthly class of 2024, you would only need a sentiment and some clouds to stamp. And then this one was some dragonflies, sentiment, and then a sentiment, some background stamps. So that was the monthly class for July of 2024. A bunch of these, so more than I want to count. Okay, and then this box is a conglomeration of a lot of product-based classes. I have 8 left for the Little Bit Festive Stampa Stack. So if you want to get a jump start on your Christmas cards and you didn't do this class with me, or if you want to do another one, it was 14 cards and 2 bags, 3 bags actually. I think there were these 3, you get to make 3 bags with it, which is super cool. And then the rest of the cards here. So it's a great little class that all you really needed were sentiments. I think I could accommodate 8 more people for this one. We have the kits made for 18. For 8 more people. And then that one. So that was the Stampa Stack from November. Now, at the moment, it says that I have 1 hibiscus left, but I believe it needs to go to Susie Fentlater. I think she signed up for it, but just in case Susie didn't sign up for this and it doesn't go to Susie, I have 1 left, but I'm pretty sure that this is the Happy Hibiscus game night from December. I'm pretty sure it's gone, but I just thought I'd share that just in case. I have 1 left of the snowman one from December's ink, paper, scissors. So I have one lonely little guy left of this one. They were 2 shaker cards. Got the little snowflake sequin things, and that was an ink, paper, scissors. Just 1 left of that one. I've got some game nights here from last July that feature these cards right here. It was 5 card class, and it's like an ink, paper, scissors where you get the ribbon, the gems, and all you would need are sentiments for these fun cards. Good Feelings, I think that's called Good Feelings game night. That's what I was looking for. That one we already looked at. Okay. Masterfully Made ink, paper, scissors was December of, not last year, but the year before. I think I have less than 2 or 3 left of this one too. It's really winding down. And they were really pretty cheerful cards. So this was Masterfully Made ink, paper, scissors. Really just need some sentiments. Then we had Forever Love ink, paper, scissors. I have maybe a dozen left of this one. So you needed a sentiment for that one and some flowers at the top. And then this one, sentiment, sentiment, and sentiment. So that was Forever Love ink, paper, scissors. Maybe about a dozen. To market. I have like 20 left of this one. So definitely reach out to me if you're interested in this guy. And it included the beige ribbon, the To Market gems. I know it was a lot of fussy cutting, and I wondered if that's maybe why it deterred people, but you did not need to have the To Market stamp set. All of that was designer series paper, and you needed sentiments with it, but they were really pretty cheerful cards. The ink, paper, scissors for September was Thoughtful something. I don't remember. Autumn Splendor. So it was 8 cards. I have 25 left of this one too. I just couldn't believe it. They were 8 cards. They were all so pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. And you really only needed sentiments. This was with belly bands, and then it opens like a gatefold. And then we had the puzzle card here. Like that. And then this one was very similar, but just the 4 puzzle pieces. Like that. So, I don't know, a bunch of this one left. And then I have Season of Chic. There's 3 or 5 left. There's not many left, but you only need really sentiments for this one, and then some shells to put on the sides on that one. So the Season of Chic ink, paper, scissors. For the Mediterranean Blooms, I think I have 2 left of this one. And they were such fun, pretty cards. 2 left of this one. So 2 little lonely soldiers left. And then, so 2 oranges and 2 lemons for that one. And then Iconic, I believe I have 2 left of Iconic Imagery, or Iconic Celebrations in October. This one was a 6-card class. So we had a wedding card, there was a Christmas card, a Valentine's Day card, a Thanksgiving card, a New Year's card, and a winter card. So we had 6 different Iconic Celebrations all covered. And I believe that one, there's 2 left for that one. All right, so that kind of goes through all of the ink, paper, scissors that I have here and the product-based classes that are extra. I still have, I don't know if these will fit in here. Yes, they will. I still have some, like the rest of these are generally going to be ones that are free with an order, or you can buy them. This one was the Regal Winter Sweet Class. That was in December. So these were so pretty. Love them. So you do need some sort of flowers and foliage for 3 of the cards, but this one really just needed a sentiment. It was so pretty. And you guys, you can see I have oodles, McOodles left of this one. There are at least 20 or 25 here, right, for the Regal Winter. And then the Sweet Class, I told you, like something happened in December. I made about the same amount as normal. And then all of a sudden it kind of like just dropped a little bit. This one was the Sweet Class. Again, look at all that. There's a lot of these left. This one's free with an order, or you could just pay for it. This was Floral Delight Sweet Class. So this was just in January. No, this was February. February 20th. This was just last week. So I've got a bunch of this one left over, and you really only need sentiments on this one, but lots of availability. Now, some of these are gone. Sharon Roosh, I know one of these is yours. I know that there are a couple people that I owe this class to. So I know that these probably are gone, but there's still that many that are here. All right, so that was that Sweet Class. Then I've got this box right here. I have 2 left of the In Color Retirement class from last year, which featured that Simply Sparkling, or the soda one. And they were the 5 different in colors that retired last year. The Sky, the Sorbet, Parakeet Party. So I've got 2 left of that. It was a 5-card class. I've got 3 left of the August of 23 monthly class. That features these guys. A Star is Born, Little Dreamers, I think. Timeless Arrangements, and Gone Fishing mixed with Beauty of the Deep. I have from the April monthly class, the Beach Days. There's like 2 of this one. Encircled in Nature and Everyday Details. So you would need some focal images of flowers here and here, and otherwise sentiments. And then this one is the August monthly of this last year with the submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. The seashells by the seashore, Seaside Wishes, and then Gone Fishing. I've got not too many, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe of that one. All right, we're getting there. This past month in February, we had Memorable Blooms on the 17th, featuring these 3 cards. So you need some sort of focal images for the flowers. All three of them have flowers. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think maybe 8 of that one left. So getting down there on that one. For January's Let's Just Stamp, we featured the Zenia. And you did need some Zenia stamps or flowery focal images for all three of the cards. That's what they look like. There's a bunch here. I'd have to guess there's 15 here. All right, so that one's still available. And then I've got the otters class. Now one of these is going away. I know I owe it to somebody. Somebody asked for an otters recently, so I know that one of these is less. So there's maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. So the otters was the order-based class for January. And they had matching envelopes. So you got a 6 by 6 of each of the papers. So you had enough left over to do your envelope. And there were about 7 or so left of this guy. And you didn't need anything but sentiments because you got your designer paper, which includes your otters. That was the otters class. For those of you interested in my DSP sampler, this is how it comes. You get your sheets of white, and then you get your little paper packs here, and you glue them on. So that's that. And then I've got just 4 more boxes. This one was January monthly class. Right here was the January monthly class. So it featured the Grow with Love, heart-shaped, and hugs and kisses, maybe? Lots of love, maybe? Lots of love. There's quite a few here. Like, these are all, there's maybe like 15 here. I may or may not have one left from the February monthly class. I have to check with 2 people yet to see if I mailed them the wrong kits. We had a little mishap with the January and February monthly cards. So I had to fix a few, and I made 4 more, and I don't know if I needed 4, so I may or may not have one left. You either got you got one of these, right? So it was yellow, purple, yellow's not here, yellow, purple, freesia, or balmy blue, and then there's a mushroom card and the cake card. So I may or may not. I have to reach out to, I think, 2 more people yet to find out if their kits were correct. If they were correct, then I have 1 left. If they weren't correct, I have none left. All right. And then I have 2 in this box here. This one is, Season of Elegance. So this was there's maybe 6 here. This was the sweet class in the month of November. So there were a few of this one left over. You really only needed sentiments and trees for this one. And then for the January monthly class featured Hearts of Elegance. Same amount here, about, 8. And you really only needed sentiments for that one too. That was our little book card. Sending love. We made them Valentine's Day, wedding, anniversary cards. So there's a little chunk here of these guys. I have 2 more boxes, and then I think I got it. And this one is Let's Just Stamp from December. There's so many left. We made 60 like we normally had. And then this is how many, so I don't know if you guys didn't like the peonies. So this was Poised Peony. And you needed some sort of a flower stamp to put right onto your white pieces. And if you didn't have flowers, you could have done something else too. It doesn't have to be flowers per se. So that was Poised Peony, Let's Just Stamp from December. Lots of that one. And then I have 1 box left. And this is the Let's Just Stamp for November, which featured the Artful Amaryllis. And we had a greenish one, a reddish one, and then one that was Christmassy. So these 2 cards, you could have used something else here and maybe not even made them Christmassy, right? It could have been completely different, not even flowers on them. And then this one too, you could have made something else on here. So we left it that you had a blank canvas for the 3 different things you could stamp on here. And it wouldn't have to be the amaryllis. So yeah, so that is November's Let's Just Stamp. And then there's one more thing here where I didn't even have a box per se. I was mentioning earlier, if you guys caught it, I have, I think, 8 or 10 left of the Winter Creative Escape. And with the Winter Creative Escape, it had pillow gift, or attendance gifts. It had my little baby speaker here, which we used this all weekend. It was so awesome. We played tunes on this all weekend. This little guy lights up. So it's a speaker. It's a Bluetooth speaker. And you can play music. You can play your YouTubes off of this. So this was one of the attendance gifts I had. Part of it also came with a goodie bag full of a plethora of the designer series paper, some ribbons, and the embellishments, like a small sampling of this. And so the 9 make and takes, some of them are double dippers here, you'll see. We had 9 make and takes. It was access to 8 or 9 creative presentations, a whole file section with lots of swap cards galore, so lots of inspiration. And these are the make and takes that you get to make for them. Oh, I didn't even put embellishments on there. And then I had a little pillow gift or a little attendance gift here, which was super cute. It was these little guys, a little Kleenex package that had sending sunshine, love, big hugs. And there was also one more little attendance gift that I didn't bring over here, but yeah, so that was, I have the escape left. I also do have one autumn creative escape. And then there was one, I have one autumn one, and the autumn one had a pencil pouch, 9 make and takes. It had the attendance gifts too, like the little handmade attendance gifts. And if anybody gets these now and I can coordinate it, I will figure out a way to include my mom's homemade goods in it. Normally, when we ship them out right after the event, they include some sort of a cookie or a fudgy bar or something handmade or homemade by my mom. It's hard to do that months after the event, right? Because they wouldn't last, right? So if anybody does want to get these and you are going to do our normal shipping day, I could coordinate it with my mom to get some cookies here that were freshly made to throw in some cookies into your escape box. So, oh, Marcy says she will need the winter creative escape. Yay, awesome. Marcy, definitely reach out to cbcenroll@gmail.com and we'll get you signed up for that. And if you're good with it, we'll ship it on the 6th. It's really hard to ship randomly. It's to do a onesie twosie is a little bit of a lot of work to pull out the printer and get it all set up and to just stop what you're doing to do a printing, which could take like 30 minutes from start to finish. Where if there's a shipping day, that's what we do all day. And then we probably do 2 more light shipping days after that. So it'd be really great at this point since we're looking at doing shipping next week, Thursday. So Pat Hawk, I'll definitely get your package in the mail for your sale-a-bration hoorah. I will get that mailed out. But if anybody else is not in a hurry to get anything, it would be awesome just to say, yep, ship it on the normal shipping day and we'll be good to go. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad you caught me live too. Yay, yay, yay. By the way, thanks for the Happy Mail. I just got it. I said I saw that already. Perfect. And I will need that. Too bad you are so far away. I know, Elaine. I wish I was closer to everybody. How much for the Memories and More class? So Sharon, for you, that Memories and More class was $60. I think you're talking about the one that I showed off where it depends which one you're talking. If you want the Thoughtful Wishes, Memories and More, I haven't priced that yet. It's $60 probably, but I haven't priced it yet, actually. So the Mixed Media Floral that had 15 cards, which is, they're on a pile somewhere. I can't even find things right now. There's so many cards, you guys. There's so many cards around me. Like, if you look, that was my pile of what I just went through with you. This was my pile of classes. And then over here, if you look, I don't know if you can even see, there's cards galore all over here. So yeah, they're all over. Lots of cards. So Sharon Perella's, and I probably said that wrong because I always say it wrong. The Mixed Media Floral was $60 with porch pickup, and the Thoughtful Wishes that is going to be in April, I haven't determined the pricing 100% on that yet. So not there yet. So hopefully that answers your question. Oh, you like them both. Haha, good. That's good. All right. So you guys, if I missed anything, which I always do, it's par for the course for me to forget something. I have class here in about an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to get my stuff all put away and switch gears and get something to eat and be ready for my gals. I think we have a nice full class with 12 people tonight. So I'm going to get everything ready so that we're good for class tonight. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me or signing up for classes to cbcenroll@gmail.com. Krissa is ready to roll now. She knows how it goes. I think she got about 60 emails or 70 emails. I can't remember what it was. After I did the showcase last month, they all rolled in about a week after she had gotten that many emails. So I appreciate your patience with her and with me. As soon as we can get back to you, we will definitely let you know what the totals come to, and we'll get you stuff signed up for stuff. And if I missed anything, don't hesitate to reach out. What else? Yeah, I don't know much else. I think it was good, you guys. There was a lot. We're live for over 2 hours. So that's a good showcase for us. So that's a lot to show. So, all right. I will see you guys live tomorrow night for the Everyday Arches ink, paper, scissors. And then I'll see you again on Friday morning for the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. Be on standby looking out for the tutorials for both those classes. After class tonight, I will try to email out the Everyday Arches. And then by tomorrow morning, I'll try to email out the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. So that's my goal for the tutorials. And that wraps up our month. So don't hesitate to get your orders in for the Technique Club class by the end of this month if you want to take advantage of Sale-a-bration. Otherwise, you can send them to me or put them in between the 1st and the 10th of March. That works too. All right. Thanks, Barbara. The lobster and fruit is still this month. Yes, Jennifer Summers. That is the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah class. It was also the catalog launch party. We featured both of those for both the fun folds, because we used that Sale-a-bration paper. So the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah is coming up Friday at 10. And that was this, it was this pile of cards is what is the culmination of lots of different varieties of color combinations. So yes, that is on Friday. So, and if anybody is at the point where they want to get anything from these past classes or anything that's coming up this week and you're good with it shipping out next week, just make sure you put that in the email to Carissa that you are good with it waiting to ship till our normal shipping day next week. And you can also put in there the email to Carissa of, do you normally pay for it however? So that helps her keep track of, like, if you're sending a check or if you're doing PayPal, that helps her so she knows what to tell you. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. Have a good rest of your hump day. Have a good rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Love ya. Bye.